Brighton, you can probably already tell from my accent that I'm really needy. I'm Irish. I was back home in Ireland there last Saturday for Halloween, and I was giving out crisps and sweets to the kids at the door. I dressed up as a sexy middle-aged man. Here's the thing, right? Fisherman's Friends aren't a big hit with the under fives. Not. No matter how much you tell them they're an acquired taste. Doesn't make sense though. It actually brought me back to my own childhood, when I would dress up for Halloween. I remember one Halloween I went to my mother and I said, I don't have a scary outfit. And I was very upset. And my mom was a very resourceful woman. She just took an ordinary black plastic bin bag and she tried to suffocate me with it. It's amazing when you hear a song that you've known for years and years and you realise you've misheard the lyrics all that time, isn't it? I was in the car the other day listening to the radio and a song with the Smiths came on. A song called This Charming Man. And the lyrics go, punctured bicycle on a hillside desolate. And I realised all through my teenage years, I'd misheard that as nobody loves you, kill your classmates. Amazing. I went to school in a place called Coolock in North Dublin. And Coolock is known for two things. It's known for the Cadbury's chocolate factory, and it's known for the Tato crisp factory. And yeah, and my school was slap bang in between those two factories. And an awful lot of the kids who went to my school, their parents worked in either one of those factories. And you would know those kids because at lunchtime, like where I would have a sandwich and an apple, they'd have diabetes. I like to get down. Woo! Yeah. Not down like James Brown. I suffer from depression. Take it to the bridge. No. When I'm feeling depressed, I put that up on Facebook, as I said, because I'm a really needy bastard. And the other day, a friend of mine saw I was feeling a bit sad, and she did a lovely thing for me. She sent me a card through the post. And I opened up the card, and inside it said, Christian, I hope this cheers you up. And it said, dance. Dance like nobody's watching. But that didn't cheer me up. No. Just confirmed my suspicion that I'm under constant surveillance. I don't normally like cards. I work in an office, like 200 people in my building. And I don't know all of them. And every day I got a card put in front of me for somebody's birthday or their engagement or their new baby or some fucking shit like that. And I never know who they are. And my boss came into me the other day and he said, will you sign this card for Alison? And I said, I don't know who Alison is. I don't know her from Adam. And he said, Alison works in admin upstairs. Today is her last day. She's emigrating to Australia with her boyfriend. Just sign the card. I said, I don't know Alison. I don't know what to put in the card. He said, just do the decent thing and sign the card. So this is what I wrote on Alison's card. Dear Alison, this is very difficult to write as you can understand. Today is your last day and emotions are running high. Obviously leaving for Australia is the right thing to do, considering what went on between us. I'll always treasure those moments we shared in the staff kitchen. The constant texting, the furtive glances, and the fumbling to get out of our clothes in the stationery cupboard. I'm just sorry it had to end this way and that you're leaving with him. You were one of my favourites, and I'll always wonder if the little miracle inside you has my eyes. Safe trip home from accounts. One of the people in my immediate group, he passed his motorcycling proficiency test the other week, and the rest of the guys bought him a card. He said, Christian, do you want to buy Michael a card, or sign Michael's card for passing his motorcycling proficiency test? I said, give me the fucking card. Here we go. Dear Michael, congratulations on passing your motorcycling proficiency test. As a motorcyclist, you are 30 times more likely to die in a road traffic accident. The only way I could be happier for you is if I needed a kidney. Best wishes, Christian. I'm actually at my ideal weight and body size. And I know this to be a fact because the other night I was holding myself and rocking myself to sleep, and I thought to myself, if I was any thinner than this, it wouldn't be as comforting. Now, I'm from Ireland, as I said. I don't consider myself to be. I consider myself to be shite at being Irish. I'm not the crack. I don't care where you're from. I don't care what you're drinking. I actually consider myself to be one of the first, if not the only, anti-crack comedian. Would you like to hear some anti-crack jokes? Yeah. First anti-crack joke, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. An Englishman, an Irishman, and a Scotsman are in a pub in London. Of course it's London. There's no jobs in Ireland or Scotland. A newly married couple are on their wedding night, having just consummated the union. And the groom says, "That was amazing, darling. Aren't you glad we waited?" And the other groom says, "No, we're both in our 50s. This should have been legalized decades ago." Why did the chicken cross the road? Because a group of men were walking towards it, and sadly, due to our current culture, that's what it needs to do to feel safe. Why did the child of a male homosexual couple cross the road? Because they were lost and, having been brought up by two men, were incapable of asking for directions. What's black and white and red all over? A riddle to distract you from the government slowly eroding your civil liberties. There's one nun in the bath. She says, "Where's the soap?" That's as far as that joke goes, due to the decreasing numbers of women entering the sisterhood. Knock, knock. A bailiff. Just a bailiff come to get your stuff. Horrible. Horrible. Paddy walks into the pub and he says to the barman, "Is Sean coming in tonight?" And the barman says, "No, Sean had his farm repossessed by the bank and he shot himself in the head in the barn." There's no punchline to that. It's just a comment on the harsh reality of farming in Ireland today. A horse walks into a bar. The barman says, "Why the long face?" The horse says, "Because we're living in a time of economic austerity and political and social conservatism." An Irish woman goes to the doctor. She says, "Doctor, doctor, I think I'm pregnant." The doctor says, "I hope you don't have any complications, as the state will always favour the life of your unborn child over yours." It's one for the Irish in. I was in Dublin the other day and I ordered a coffee. And the barman asked me, "Would you like me to Irish that up for you?" I said, "Of course." So he charged me twice and denied me the freedom of choice. Now, ladies and gentlemen, last anti-crack joke. Here we go. An Englishman, an Irishman, and a Scotsman are having a drink. The barman asks them, "If you were a woman for a day, what would you do?" And the Englishman says, "I'd stay in all day playing with my boobs." And the Scotsman says, "I'd stay in all day having multiple orgasms." And the Irishman says, "I'd go to work and wonder why I'm suddenly being paid 20% less for doing exactly the same job." Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Christian Talbot. Choose the rest of the show. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Christian Talbot. How are we doing? We all good? Good, good, good. Are we all still drinking? Good, 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 good. We're still awake and still drinking. Good. I'll be honest, I'm jealous of you. I'm not drinking tonight. And yeah, boo, exactly. I have to drive after this shit. Also, I've been told, my doctor tells me that I shouldn't drink, and he says I should exercise more, because if I exercise more, then I'll live longer. And you think, well, yeah, but then some of that longer life I'll have will have been spent exercising. That's a fucking waste, isn't it? I'd much prefer to die young but having eaten a fuckload of cheese. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got one final act for you tonight. You're in for a real treat. He's absolutely superb. So, I need a lot of fucking energy from you now. We've got to give him a lovely warm welcome. You up for that? Fuck yeah! Applause now! Whooping now! Cheering now! And please, welcome to the stage the brilliant Eddie Remsen!
Good evening. Late show. Let's get this out of the way. I know we've had Pete on. Pete was pretty rude. I'm rude. We're okay with rude stuff.